Hello everybody, welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. I was going to take it easy for the rest of the day. I just finished some private reads, but my guides have other plans for me apparently. I just was doing some research and I struck on this most amazing notion. And again, I want to do a little more of what's coming in May for you. But I just read this thing and it was so incredible to me because I'm like, what do I want out of today for myself? I asked myself, besides do an excellent job for everybody, the best I can, what do I want that's going to help me the most? And my answer was, I want a peace of mind. I want peace and balance. I want to slow down, really prioritize, take it easy, take breaks. Remember to eat before 5 o'clock at night, take time out for the animals. We're an anxious bunch, us modern folk. We want to be constantly stimulated, or we're not stimulated enough. We find it hard to sleep, and it's crazy. There's too much. People medicate with food, devices, drama, work, and I think because I love my work, it's hard to pull away until I've completely fried my circuitry. That's what has been going on lately. So what happens is I'll start to feel that, and then I'll put on something totally crazy that'll make me laugh, like Dragon Ball Z Kai. It's so funny that Hops likes that, but I love it. It's so ridiculous, and the goings on of Vegeta and all the nuttiness that's on there, and it'll make me laugh and I rejuvenate. And then it was funny, I had this thing that I came across, what is peace for me, you know what I mean? And then I struck gold because my guides are with me today. Now, please just listen to this because it's so true and it's so simple, and I'm so happy I have this reminder, and I'm going to read it every morning. Please write this down after you hear it and look at it every day before you start your day, and you'll just go, oh my God, why is it so simple? You know what I mean? I could strangle my own self. We're all just so anxious about stupid things. So peace can begin with a series of decisions we make, okay? For example, we can decide we can't control everything. Shock, right? The ancient Greek Stoics had a great strategy here. So they advised that we split our issues into two groups. One is, I can control this, and the second one is, I have no control over this. Think about the most pressing and worrying issues that you might have right now, or situations that are giving you sleepless nights or whatever. Break them down into these two categories. Be honest and discerning. We like to think we have control over certain things, but we really don't. There's a good portion we don't, okay? So what you'll find is that most of your situations or issues are under the second heading, something we don't have control over. And the Stoics advised that the things that are listed there deserve no more attention because they are actually out of your control. Isn't that so simple? Hey, here's my list. I'm going to write down everything that's going on, my 10 things, and when you think about it, the majority of those things are going to be out of your control. I don't want to get sick. Oh my God, what if I don't have enough money for this? Oh my gosh, what if this and that? Guess what? We don't have control over that. The only thing we do have control over is putting our mindset into trusting that we will make it through perfectly with flying colors. We'll have enough money. That's when manifesting the law of attraction comes into play, okay? But then again, you're changing your thoughts to trusting the outcome, so you're already choosing positivity. Like I said, this morning I came across something else that astounded me and I loved it. And Abraham Hicks is a genius. And it was basically if that thought does not make you feel good, shut that thought down. If you instantly start to worry about something, guess where your avenue of thought goes? To worry, to panic, to all of that. Shut that thought down. Now, if it makes you feel good, I get to play, whenever I think I can play with the kittens, and I always can, I start to get in a good mood because they always get up to ridiculous crap. For instance, I won this Easter basket thing, and it was on the kitchen table, and then it wasn't, and then I go over in the living room, and everything is shredded. It's made out of all these vines and grasses, and the rabbit is now just dust. All the purple ribbon that was wrapped around it is dust. All the packing is dust, and they were all covered in that green little Easter plastic stuff, and they were laying there they got caught. I use a very stern voice. I go, what are you guys doing? And they all stop and look at me, and they're all covered. I didn't even think to get the camera. I'm going to go out there after because I was busy, but I laughed and laughed. Again, I look for the things that give me joy in my thought process. I then change my mood. I then change my focus, my energy, my day, right? So that's what we're going to start to do. And what we're going to do is have a 3-card spread. Number 1 is growth, number 2 is will, and number 3 is the path. And I'm going to let you look at those. It's number 5, it's number 13, and number 8. If you want to look at those and see what resonates with you, and feel free to watch all of them. They're only like 5 minutes long, and they're going to have lovely little insights that can be helpful, and this is timeless. So feel free to watch all of them. I try to sort of sanction my readings with a certain tone and pitch in my voice as well that's relaxing, because what I found is I love a beautifully delivered message from other readers. However, some of their voices are too fast, too high. There's anxiety in it. They're projecting some of their voices, and I'm very, very sensitive to voices because I'm clairaudient and also I'm empathic. So I read fear through voices. I read uncertainty through voices. I read everything through voices. And that's why I think I'm such a clear, succinct speaker, and I don't ever have to restart my audio tapes or anything, because as the thoughts come in, I just say them. I speak with confidence because I know what I'm talking about. Now, if I don't know what I'm talking about, I don't say it until I know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? That's part of my peace of mind that I gather, that I'm not going to send any misinformation out there. And I want to give Hops kudos for yesterday's Capricorn read, when he was talking about, people getting out there with their twin flame theories 100 miles an hour, and so many people being like, oh, I'm in pain, and that's okay, I can deal with it because he's my twin, this and that, and like some of those formulas that people choose to follow that can be crazy. And I love that Hobbs just spoke his truth, and I'm like that a lot of times with, unless I know what I'm talking about, I'm not going to talk on a subject matter, and I wish a lot of people out there wouldn't as well. That's why I don't go out in cafes, because as soon as I hear people start talking like they're a Kardashian and like, I don't know about this political system, and right then I know they're idiots and morons, and I have to leave because I can't deal with that kind of stuff. If you're going to say something, make sense, have it better the world. And that's part of this, don't say anything to yourself unless it's going to make you feel good, okay? Because you deserve to feel good. You're so valuable. You're so loving. You're so lovable. You've got this. But all you have to have your inner dialogue and your outer dialogue match what you want to feel, which is good things, right? So always speak these good things. It's really important. And again, remember, like these old gorgeous Stoics, list these things. What do you think you do have control over, and what don't you have control over? Be specific. Become focused and mindful about what we are doing in real time, so we can place ourselves deliberately in sessions of quiet, beautiful, peaceful environments. I'm continually have to remind myself, pull yourself out of the fray, stop the inner chatter, dismiss your, everything, ego, mind, learning curve that you're trying to get all this stuff. Just stop. You no longer need any of that. What you need is peace to flood in and relate and relax you. Now, the companion stone to all this kind of peace is definitely an amethyst. If you have any amethyst, hold it. I find it so relaxing when I do reads often afterwards. I feel like it's a very connective stone to your guides as well. Very beautiful metaphysical healing and balance. So amethyst, thebomb.com for this. Okay, so let's see what is going on in terms of growth. I feel very inspired today, and I just felt like I love setting up the weekend for you guys with good energy, because you guys are going through growth. You are having tremendous results. So many of you are stepping up in your empathic and light working duties, and it can be overwhelming because it does not shut off. And again, I like to listen to readers that say, you know what, we all get creative, but we have to rest. We need our peace. We need our calm. My favorite tree is a weeping willow, because they look chill as hell. They look like they're resting all the time. My mother had a gorgeous, huge one in her Hill Street house, right along this marsh, and it was like, everything about this tree made me so happy, and I'd sit under, and it was like the tree in Avatar. I swear to God, it was like, I felt like I just plugged into it. So be near a tree that gives you peace as well. Okay, so growth is about rejecting stagnancy, okay? To get unstuck, we have to take action, move a muscle, change a thought, okay? The choice to grow should be made. Expect growing pains when making these huge changes in your life. Change is a natural part of life, and it can't be pushed against forever. We like to get in our comfy groove, but that's not good for us. Change should have aim and purpose. Be courageous, and you will totally blossom. So, oh my God, this is crazy. I had not read down, and I just opened to the page. It says, think of a willow tree. You can't make this shit up. I don't know how, this is crazy. I had never read this page, and when I opened to it, I think because of, I can't even think why this would be, so I give up on everything right now, but I'm excited. So this was meant to be, obviously, this read. So willows often grow on the sandy banks of highly shiftable and changeable rivers. My mother's grew on a marsh. It was crazy. Yet they reach huge sizes, successfully growing and holding fast to unpredictable habitats. How do they do this? When you see a young willow on the banks for a long while, it just looks like a feeble stick. This is really true, and it's really weird. It may have a few branches and leaves, but at first the trunk will be fine and flexible rather than robust. What we don't see immediately is the root base. The willow spends a lot of time establishing a veritable root city under the surface. These roots are long and strong and very numerous, finding their way into many nooks and crannies and holding on to rocks of their established tree roots and anything that can help their stability. These roots go off in all directions, thus securing the position in case the earth begins to shift. Then and only then do these root networks are established well enough does the willow put its energy into further growth. That's amazing, and I almost felt like I was going to cry and I had to contain myself because I remember being at that house and it was like a fairy tree house. My mom's house was crazy on this riverbank. It was nuts. It was so cool, and she had huge swathe of land there and just one gigantic willow tree in it, and I remember wanting to live with her one summer. My mother and father had split up, but it was amicable, and I loved my stepfather, and I went and stayed with her for the summer, and I just remember being addicted to this crazy tree, and the fact that it's in this reading is crazy to me. So flexible means they can turn to the sun and survive punishing winds that might threaten to topple the rest of any tree. All of this growth is done with purpose and divine strategy. So that's what's happening to you right now. You're going to feel a little push-pull and stuff, but you're going to grow those roots. You're going to hang on strong, know who you are, where you're going, and what's meaningful to you, okay, for certain. So then your next card is education. So I just had flipped stuff over and I was like, this is what I'm doing. My guides were really like, come on, Mel, do this. You have your voice today. You're learning, have others learn along with you. And, I love you guys so much that whenever I have time, I'm making you a video. That's that. You know what I mean? A lot of you, I work with a lot of people that have anxiety. You have PTSD. And I understand that my mother worked with schizophrenics and people that had a lot of mental issues. Now, what works well with that is a calm, peaceful energy. And I understand that. And I try to deliver those messages to you. That's why I feel like from the beginning, my guides always, people were like, this all seems so good to be true. Why? How do you always hear good messages? But whatever avenue you're going along, whatever you ask for is really what you get, and my guides are divinely positive because that's the intention they want to set for you, for me, and for the universe, right? If we set a good golden path before us, that's what we're going to walk on, right? Who wants crap avenue? Not me, not you. So here we go. Education. Life is filled with lessons. Be teachable. Wisdom comes in participating in your life, not just reading about it. This card suggests that you might not have enough knowledge about what you seek in the direction you take your circumstances, the nature of your inquiry. Important information is coming. Now is the time to go to school. Ask a person who might know more than you. Find a teacher, find a mentor, or a course study that you can understand more clearly what is the next action might be. A lot of you are empaths, and you also have some new clairaudience, sentience, a bunch of gifts that are coming up. Seek mentors, ask for help, watch YouTube videos. I do believe that Rock the Divine is excellent in teaching you how to connect with these entities as well. Yeah, there's so many great stuff out there. It's amazing. Sometimes life just unexpectedly sends you to an unfamiliar school, okay? And you got to learn by experience. So now is the time to be teachable. Be open to changing your preconceived notions, okay? Be a student. Be willing to state the most powerful mantra of all. I don't know yet, right? You could know a crap load of everything. You could be just face in book 24/7. We don't know everything. We're never going to know everything. So we should always be open to learning, right? Yes, education, beautiful group. And here is your last card too. Bliss, contentment, satisfaction, and security is coming your way. Because I think of the peace card too, you're accepting of what you can control, what you can't. You're going to be accepting of that, and you're going to say, what makes me happy today? That thought is going to pop into your head. You're going to generate your strong tree roots from there, and you're going to grow up and away into your sense of self, your sense of balance, your sense of what you want out of life and how you're going to feel the sun and how you're not going to let anybody put you in the shade. I feel like a transformation in your life is underway right now. Huge, huge. You know, I feel like it's relationships coming in, your feelings, emotion, no more destructive patterns. You're going to be guided by your intuition in the hopes of your higher self, and you're not going to be led astray. Therefore, you're going to be receiving this bliss. Beautiful, you guys, beautiful. Yeah, you're counterbalancing any of that old angst or anxiety with wonder and light. You just are. You've decided, you know what? I'm not wasting my time. Up, up, and away you go. So beautiful, group one. I love that energy. Feel free to watch the rest of them as too, because they're timeless and they have all kinds of insights and ideas that might pertain to you as well. So if you're new to the channel, welcome, welcome. I really appreciate you stopping by. Don't forget to press like and subscribe if you like my channel, Luzions, and don't forget the notification bell so it'll tell you when all the new videos come up. If you hit the little gray arrow, it'll bring you to all my links. Okay, I'm gonna have some new links put up for my friend Madison and Alicia. One has fantastic, amazing artwork, and the other one is doing some work with Parkinson's disease and raising money, and has some great shirts and fun merchandise. So those links will be added later on, and I'm going to add all those in. And I want to thank you guys for, you know, just being the kind of people you are. You're remarkable, and you're awesome creatives, and I really respect and love you guys. So yeah, everything's down there. My private reads, my Etsy store. I am posting some amazeballs stuff in there today. I haven't had a chance, but wow, I've got some aquamarines and citrines that are off the charts. All my locals are already trying to get them because I had posted them, but I'm like, I prefer to go through my store because otherwise my house is like, I don't really want my house and office to be like my store. You know what I mean? It's intrusive when I have all the camera equipment, and the cats try to escape. So anywho, get that bliss, people. Get it, get your bliss. Now we're on to number 2, your will. So this is number 13. Will. I swear, sometimes will is the most amazing thing on earth. And when we decide we want something and we're going to do something, I'm serious, everything and everybody better get the hell out of the way, because the human will is remarkable. When it presses in and punches into that divine and that structure of knowing, caring, and sort of like the Abraham Hicks methodology of, you know what, where your thought, your energy, your focus, your win is, right? Just straightforward. Nobody, nothing is going to distract you in this, okay? So decisions right now require action. You're in control of your own decisions in your life, no one else's. Passions will determine your great proportion of your success. You will persist. You are going to possess free will like nobody's business, okay? That means you should focus on yourself first. Avoid placing your will over another's. Just be in your lane, basically, right? Get in your zone. I have the will to make the changes I need is your mantra. So will feels like a very old-fashioned concept, doesn't it? In a modern world, like where it seems everything is geared up to be as easy as possible, there's always someone else to blame. The idea of placing our personal will persistently onto something seems kind of quaint, right? But when we decide we're going to change something in our lives, let's say a particular negative pattern, bad habit, breaking the old way of doing things, it can be difficult. The change requires concentration of our will. We may want the change, but is it our will that insists we stay on the path of that change, okay? To be willful means to have the power of control over our own actions. That's what fires up our persistence to stay on that and get us what we want, okay? So contrary to popular belief in witchcraft traditions, practitioners do not interfere with another's free will, all right? That's another thing. This means we don't cast spells upon people to influence their behavior. How do we get what we want instead? We cast on ourselves the line of our will. That's what it is. So that other stuff is il garbigio. Don't even think about that. Focus carefully on what we would like our lives instead. For our lives. For example, instead of casting a spell to get back at our ex-boyfriend who doesn't want us by influencing his will to love us again, we more ethically cast upon ourselves for our ideal partner. This way we don't interfere with his free will. If our ex is even our ideal partner, he will return to us freely. If not, we have attracted someone new that is better for us. Either way, win-win. So to use our will productively, we should assess what we really want and make sure this is what we want to reach for, and then assert our will. Absolutely. Yes. Yes. Yeah, these messages are very clear today, and they're very bossy pantsy. So let's see what else is going on. I love it. I haven't even painted my nails. They're all chips and boozles, and I don't care because I'm going to get them fixed later. Balancing act. It's funny, I've had this for a while, and I love them. It's one of my favorite decks, and I have not seen this card yet, so I'm very excited to see what it's going to bring for you guys. Yeah, group 2, you've got this. When you realize, you tap in, okay, I have the will to do this. First of all, what do I want? How do I get there? Let me assess the situation, have extreme focus, put will and force behind it, achieve. It's as simple as that, okay? So you're calm within no matter what the fluctuation of the outer conditions are. That's beautiful, and that's definitely what you want, okay? There are times when things seem to be a bit topsy-turvy and it feels as if you're juggling 1,000 balls in the air. Perhaps you're unsure of the footing. Now is the moment to evaluate the areas of your life that need balance and then restore equilibrium, okay? So again, make your list. Bam. What do I have control over? Other list. What do I not have control over? Forget about list B because you don't have control over it. Go back to list A and work on that. Absolutely, right? It's a time to address the areas of your life where there's any kind of discord and get it done so you can stop obsessing or overthinking about it 100%. Look, you have the oath, beautiful promise, pledge, and contract. You have some of you guys have some lovely pledges and contracts coming up either with yourself or a significant other. It is going to be a time of sure-footedness, of deep roots, of really, really living your truth and other people committing to you in the way you want them to as well, group 2. Beautiful. I love that energy. Know it's here. Feel it. Start writing things down that you want in these contracts and oaths for yourself and others, okay? That's important, and really, really dig deep and focus on that and start to align yourself with that beautiful energy, group 2. I love that. Feel free to watch the next one as well. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe. All my link-a-boo-boos are down below. Go check them out. Now we're on to number 3. The Path. I also have not seen this one either. As you guys can tell, I'm so geared up. I'm like, I swear, I feel adrenalized. I had a little nap. I get up at 5:30. I go kukas. I do my privates. I do all my stuff, and then I take a nap. And I get between like 11 and 12. Then I get up, do things, chores. Then I do another read because I feel really compelled. Now this is about the way is open for you. You know, the path is going to be illuminated right now. Begin your journey now. Respond and take action because we must have courage to move forward. Baby steps. You don't have to do incredible cosmic leaps here. Baby steps. Okay, I'm going to try this. I'm open to, and responsive to finding a way, okay? When we accept where we are, acknowledge what needs to change and grow, and begin to love ourselves more completely, the direction of our lives begin to change. Absolutely. We often decide we want to follow a more authentic way for ourselves, and our desires become more aligned with our needs, our wants, our values of our true selves, okay? Imagine we're lost in the dark forest and we can hardly see. No visible path. Every way looks exactly the same. We feel burdened by shadows. We're not sure we can even move because we are so paralyzed by uncertainty. Then the sunshine somehow breaks through the clouds, a leaf canopy is ahead, and the path is illuminated in like beautiful golden light. That's the direction we head. The path is not only visible, but it is inviting us forward. And so instead of just standing there, we can't wait to step on it and move forward, okay? It is lit now for you. It's time for you to walk upon it. You're going to see synchronicities. You are going to see things that spark interest, that make you know that that's where you should head. It's going to be like somebody's on a loudspeaker going, Emma, Christine, go this way, over here. You know what I mean? Stephanie, please go to the store right now. This and that. It's going to sound crazy, but you're going to listen to it and it's going to bring you some amazing, amazing insights. You are on the path. You are illuminated. Your skills, are opening up right now. You're having beautiful insights. Follow them. Trust yourself. Trust your vision. You are the most important voice in your own head. Make it a good one. As soon as you wake up, be like, what do I want to do today that's going to make my heart sing? I'm going to buy myself fresh flowers. I'm going to have the most delicious coffee in the history of the world. Things like that. Get jazzed up. Get excited about the little things and get on that path. Look, the Elf Queen, introverted burden responsibilities. You're releasing these. Go inside. Get away from the burdens of the outside world. Also, I'm hearing is sometimes what we need to do is step back from other people's noise, right? We need a little peace. We need a little quiet. We need to gather wisdom. And the getting of wisdom usually takes some time. We can be impatient for it. We might cut corners and not, see the full role of what it's all about. But we have to have faith, right? Sometimes it's hard to see the light and we feel we know there's warmth close by, so we have to reach for that, but we have to step back, okay? Judging what you need and what you don't need is going to be really important right now. It's going to allow you to place your healthy boundaries so you can have this time to yourself. You teach people how to treat you. I say this all the time. Judge what is healthy and right for you with clarity and clearness. Simplify, 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 you guys. Beautiful. that is completely where you're at right now. I know you have one more message too. Slow and steady. Yeah, it is all about that. Slow and steady right now is when we stop and slow down, we are in our strength. Okay, 100%. Remember the old cliche, slow and steady wins the race. It's time for easy movement and unhurried steps right now. Trust that taking life at a more leisurely pace is going to help you walk into your dreams, okay? It's going to allow more contact with the juicier elements of your life. So really savor them. That's your message, you guys. Savor, observe, live. Beautiful. Great energy, number 3. I love that. And feel free to watch the others if you want to gather some more insights about what's coming in May, because this is also going to be timeless, because I feel like these messages are going to give you insight and grasp on what's going to help you in your journey, because it's going to be remarkable for sure. And you're going to be growing, and it's going to be really super great. Yeah, growth for sure. Be that willow tree that sets those deep roots. Even though you have a skinny, weird stalk that comes out of the ground at first, it is a mighty willow after that, okay? So love and like to this group. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to press like and subscribe. And then the little gray arrow will bring you to all my linkazoids below. So have a great day. Love and like to you guys.